Okay, welcome everyone to this special interview, which I'm talking to Alan Grace ahead of his middleweight clash with David Kerkmann at the Valiant Live Arena in Derby, Saturday, 20th of December. Thanks for coming on, Alan.
Right, thanks for having me, Steve. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Labelled as a homecoming fight, what does this mean, having this fight in the UK in front of your home crowd, Alan?
Yeah, like you say, it's called Homecoming. Never fought in the UK before, I'm from Derby. So, yeah, it'd be nice to fight in front of the home fans. Looking forward to giving everyone a show. I think sometimes Derby can get a bit left out when it comes to big boxing shows as well. So, I'm proud to be able to bring one to my home city.
Representing Derby.
Yeah.
What kind of support are you expecting them?
Well, there's the arena's a 2,000 seater, so there'll be 2,000 people in there on the night. I know that the Derby crowd are rowdy, so yeah, I think it'll be a sellout, and the place will be rocking. This German fella won't have a clue about what's ready for him.
Good. I was going to say, even the Valiant Live Arena is hosting Fraser Clark versus TKV just a few weeks before as well, isn't it? So I'm guessing they'll be ready for it.
Yeah, exactly. They've not sold that one out, but I think the tickets are a bit more expensive for that one. Fraser's a bit more famous, isn't he? So.
We'll get there. We'll get there, Alan. We'll get there. With going back to your last fight, it's a 4-round win over Etienne Bayo Ramagola. I think I pronounced that right, hopefully. And what was it like fighting in Germany?
It was a mess, to be honest. They didn't let me warm up. I was still putting my gloves on when my walk-on music came on. When I got to the arena, they told us originally 11:30 for my fight, 11:30 at night. And I got to the arena, and we were dead early, and I could see my opponent warming up. I remember thinking, he's a bit mental. It's dead early to warm up, but obviously he was in on.
He knew. Okay, was this intentionally then? They done this to throw you off? You think? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. And then there was another guy fighting. It was one of the guys like sort of swan song, like his last fight. He's a sort of not a journeyman, but he's had like 60 odd fights or something. This guy. And so he was a fight before me, and they cut the stream after his fight, so that my phone then starts blowing up, and everyone's going, "Oh, the stream's not working. You can't see nothing." So I did all these things just to try and put us off.
Throw you off.
But the main thing was the warm up. Like, you know what I mean? We normally have a very, very extensive warm up, then not a cool down, but like a breather before you then go out and fight. And I was still putting my gloves on. When they started playing Sweet Caroline, which is my
you hear of all these little mind games and little tricks to throw your opponents off, and that was obviously certainly one of those, wasn't it? Really, so
yeah, exactly. And then I did obviously. I don't know if they didn't see footage or didn't know much about my background, but they then tried to jump on me. Like from round one, he came out swinging, thinking I'd be cold, which I was, but he basically turned it into a brawl, which is a big error, like because that's my background, you know what I mean? So that was my bread and butter. So we had a brawl for about 4 rounds, but eventually he gave up. Yeah, just quit, couldn't hack it anymore. And we both lumped up. My eyes didn't look great. It wasn't the cleanest fight in the world, but it was very good entertainment for the people that were
good entertainment. Talking about round 4, your last 2 fights have ended in round 4. Is this coming your lucky round now?
I mean, I'd prefer it if round 1 was my lucky round.
Well, everyone, you don't get paid overtime, do you? In this job?
Yeah, but listen, it's more luck than judgment, really. Half the time, I don't even know what round it is in the fight. I'm just punching and trying not to get hit too hard. You know what I mean? But yeah, listen, I've never been past round 4, so maybe I'm shocked by the time it gets to round 10. Who knows? But I think we're going to find out this time because this guy's tough.
Sure. And moving on to your opponent, David Kerkmann, 26 wins, 22 knockouts, only 2 defeats. He's German, he's Southpaw. You're fighting the Southpaw again. How much do you know about David?
I know that he's very active. He was the only one that's not shied away from the challenge. Do you know what I mean? I've
Sure.
tried Eubank Jr., tried Benn. Obviously Eubank Jr.'s got a good excuse. He's getting 10 million to fight Conor Benn, so fair enough. But I've
We can
tried
let him off for that one. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I've done loads of others, and they all just end up shying away from it. So Kerkmann, to be fair to him, took the fight, said yes straight away, said, yeah, I'm active, I'm ready. He's had 6 fights so far this year, won them all. So yeah, he's active and he's ready, and he's very, very fit. So I think it's going to be an all-out war.
I was going to say, I hope he's fit. There's 6 fights already this year, so
yeah,
he should be in some condition. What kind of fight are you expecting, Alan?
Well, like I say, he's fit. He's got some good body shots. He tends to wear his opponents down, work into the body, and then he's never really been hurt in a fight either. So he's tough, he's fit, he's highly ranked. It's going to be a tough night, but that's what we prepare for. That's why we do so much work now in training. I'm ready for, and I think, if I'm honest, I want it to be that way anyway.
Yeah,
I want it to be nip and tuck, and I want it to be difficult. I want to give the fans a good night to remember.
Sure. What does this fight mean to you personally then?
I think it means a lot because, like I say, I'm fighting in front of my home fans, and who knows, my next fight after that might be in Dubai or in Gibraltar or maybe in Germany again, whatever. So I'm definitely going to cherish it, and it's going to be interesting doing the walkout, seeing if that takes anything out of me, because obviously it's going to be quite emotional walking out in front of the home fans. So
you do that extra energy though, surely, from the fans behind you there. So when a tough round comes in, you got the fans backing you. You got that extra third man there, so to help you on, I'm guessing. So
exactly.
What you mentioned slightly on training as well, but what motivates you the most for training?
Pride, I think. I feel proud of the things that I do. I think I'm a good advert for anything as possible. We've seen Fabio Wardley's rapid rise, and people think that's incredible because he had 4 white collar fights, but he won them all.
Yeah, I done a tweet earlier this week: white collar to world title contender. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, I had 2 white collars and I lost one of them. So so there you go. I mean, it was a long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah. So there's room there, isn't there, to make that jump? And you're right. Fabio Wardley has shown in boxing anything's achievable, from that white collar all the way to world's title contention, which is pretty amazing thing to do. Have you added anything new to your routine for this fight at all?
Yes.
Can you say?
Yeah, no, I can. It's strength and conditioning. I think in the past, just the boxing itself was kind of what got me in the condition. And it was necessary to do as much boxing as possible because it was also new to me. I was rapidly improving my fighter IQ as someone new to the game. But now we're getting to the point where the S&C needs to be taken a bit more serious.
Yeah.
And we've seen this guy doesn't get hurt, and we need to make sure that we have a high output for the whole 10 rounds in case it does become a war.
Yeah. So you're expecting a hard fight, maybe perhaps a long fight as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and definitely, obviously, the conditioning pays off, doesn't it? Well, obviously, on the long fights.
Absolutely, and it's not just it's being able to do that output when you're already hurt as well, because that's really where the conditioning kicks in.
Exactly that. When you win, because I know you're going to win, who would you like to face next?
Well, I love your optimism. I also believe I'm going to win as well. I mean, any of the world champions, any ex-world champions, like I say, I called out Broner and Eubank Jr. There's a few people that we've spoken to, but nothing concrete yet until this one's out of the way, because this is a big jump in rankings for us. Politics gets in the way a lot of the time with boxing.
Absolutely.
So you never know what's around the corner, but all I know is I'm going to be very active in 2026. I'm going to have plenty of fights, and I'll take on all comers. So let's see.
Let's go. Exactly. Well, that's it for the show. For more ticket information, please look up the www.alangrovefight.com for tickets, and there will be streaming available as well. Leading up to the fight, we're going to add some more content as well as a free ticket giveaway, so look out for that as well. But appreciate you coming on, Alan, and thanks for your time.
Cheers, Steve. Take care.